Hello, dearly beloved. Welcome to this Twin Flame channeling. I did not have this planned, but अभी मुझे ऐसा लगा कि I should come online, and there are certain messages that want to come across for all of us in the Twin Flame collective at this moment, specifically with regards to the work that we put out and money, basically our relationship with money, and how twin flame dynamic helps us tune into the abundance frequencies. So what do I mean by abundance frequencies? It's not just money, okay? When I talk about abundance, it is the blessings and the grace of divine in all areas of life, in all aspects of our existence. It may be money, it may be material gains, it may be with the comfort and luxury that we are surrounded with, it may be the shelter over our own head, it may be with relation to the abundance of knowledge that we are welcoming into our lives, it may be the abundance of children, and of course various aspects connected to abundance. There is not just the abundance of material wealth. Abundance is in many different forms, and today we are here to explore how twin flame relationships, like how this twin flame activation helps us tap into the abundance frequency. क्योंकि I feel like right now many of the twin flames are struggling in the collective with regards to their own sustenance. उनको कैसे खुद को प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, खुद को किस तरीके से फाइनेंशियली इस्टेब्लिश किया जाए, क्योंकि बहुत ही कॉमन थीम है ट्विन फ्लेम्स में कि मनी इश्यूज जो हैं, या there might be some legalities, there might be some debts involved. Even in your relationship with your twin flame also you might experience that money is directly related somehow or the other. It is tied into your twin flame dynamic. Job issues, yes, so job issue also is like connected to your income, okay, which is money again. तो आप देखेंगे, आप नोटिस करेंगे कि there are very particular nuances that are governing your twin flame dynamic, and this twin flame connection here is to help us tap into our own self-worth and how we see ourselves, how we show up in the world, how are we of service to others, how we are standing up in our own true light, right? So ये सारी चीज़ें जो हैं, it's a process that happens on this twin flame journey, and we come to learn many lessons. And the first way to do that, to heal your own abundance issues or to address your abundance blocks, is to first look at your twin flame and how they are doing in their life. Probably they are doing quite well, they are earning good money, probably they have a very well established job, or they have a business in place and they are earning quite well, right? Or it might be the opposite, you might be earning well and your twin flame is struggling with money issues and something like that. There may be debts involved, there may be certain legalities that can bind both of you together, wherein money is the root cause, or it may be through other ways, as in both of your families are good, both of your jobs are good, but somehow you feel like there is a lot of difference in the financial status of both families. So that might be an issue that is keeping both of you apart. It might be so that both you and your twin flame share the same lessons around abundance, ठीक है? तो आज जो स्पेसिफिकली जो मैसेज आना चाह रहा था ट्विन फ्लेम कनेक्शंस और abundance frequency में, कि how we see ourselves, how we show up in the world is very important. This connection helps us see ourselves in a very expanded view, in a very intentionally mindful way, you know, क्योंकि बहुत सारे ट्विन फ्लेम्स हैं जिनको मैं देखती हूँ स्ट्रगल करते हैं, you know, with regards to finances, with regards to their own savings, with regards to being in elegance is saying, feels like I manifested this life. This is coming up because, you know, there is a huge cycle that is closing in for all of us. It's not just one group It's not just one collective. All of the twin flames, all of the people who have received light body activations, twin flame activations, are undergoing this process of rediscovering themselves, of changing the narrative of how we show up in the world, how we stand up in our truth, and how open we are towards receiving. Is as simple as that, you know. And it seems very, very difficult, because I have been there. Honestly, I have struggled with this abundance issue. The major part of my learning of my own spiritual journey was to dissolve abundance blocks, right? And that is still in process, by the way. That is still going on. It's not that like I have mastered and conquered it, but yes, there is a lot of insight that I have gained through my own experience, and I just felt like coming up and sharing that today, because it's like I feel like that is troubling the twin flames a lot, specifically the feminines, masculines as well, masculines more so, because that's the only thing that they worry about. Yes, romantic relationships, and that is all happening in the background. It is like, oh my gosh, if I don't stand up for myself, if I don't have a bank balance, it's like there's nothing that's waiting for me at the end of the tunnel, and so I have to put in that effort. Adishakti Singh, I was just telling my Reiki guru about the financial problems in our family facing right now. So yes, so beautiful. I'm so thankful that this came across, and I hope this helps all of us at this point of time. So the first thing that we can do to tap into abundance frequency is to see our relationship with money. How do you see money? What is your relationship with money? Do you feel fear about losing money, about loss of money, about theft of money, about debts, about loans, about stresses regarding money? This may be legalities, this may be otherwise. But what has your relationship with money been in your past? You can just journal this down. If you have a pen and paper, I can wait for a couple of minutes. You can just write this down, because I don't have anything prepared. It's just coming across, okay? So it will be helpful if you can do this as a journal exercise, right? So debts, okay. So and this may be low income as well, you know. It's like, you know that you deserve so much more. You are well talented, well educated, well trained. Probably you've gone abroad and secured your education, and you just come back to your homeland, and you still find yourself to be struggling, to be making ends meet, you know. And you're just wondering like, what went wrong, you know, because I had this beautiful, brilliant plan ahead of myself. I'm putting in all of the efforts, I'm doing everything that is required, I'm putting the word out for whatever services that I'm offering in this world, you know. I'm sharing all of that, but still, like, clients are not coming in, work is not coming in, and I feel like I'm struggling somewhere. I feel like I'm doing something wrong somewhere, right? So the first point in this exercise, you can write it down, like, what is my relationship with money? What has been your experience with money in the past? And this is particularly like material wealth that I'm talking about. Of course, abundance is of all different kinds, but today we are focusing primarily on our own material gains, like in terms of material wealth. Okay, so Shiny is putting in a monkey. तो आपका मनी के साथ में पास्ट में क्या रिलेशनशिप रहा है? हैज़ इट बीन अ लव हेट रिलेशनशिप? हैज़ इट बीन अ नीडी रिलेशनशिप दैट यू हैड विथ मनी? क्या आपको ऐसा फील होता है कि मनी आपसे भाग रहा है? यू नो, इट्स लाइक यू कैन नॉट सीम टू सेव, no matter how much you're putting your mind to it, but you feel like money escapes me. You feel that money is not coming in enough soon, or it's like you feel like there are not many opportunities of money showing up in your life, and then you just feel dejected, then you just want to give up altogether. या फिर आपको ऐसा लगता है हमेशा आपको मांगना पड़ रहा है, you know, that kind of an energy that, you know, you're always looking out to somebody to give you that money so that you can sustain yourself. क्या आप मनी मांगने में शर्म करते हैं? That is also a huge one that I struggled with. It's like I don't feel correct in asking for money, and with a few past life regression sessions, I unearthed this fact that, you know, I was in fact very, very strict when it came to terms of money, and I was really like I really would not mind stepping over the necks of people just to get my money out. I had a lot of money, apparently a lot, so much so that I was the person who was giving out loans. And but at the same time, like, I went on to be very, very cruel when it came to asking for my money back. I would just like grab their necks, kind of a thing, a kind of an energy. So it was really, really cruel of me. And I have discovered that, in this lifetime, God is like, you better think 10 times before asking for your own money. So, but that put me in a wounding position. I felt very small. I felt like I wasn't doing the right thing asking for money, because deep down we hold that wounding within ourselves, that we don't deserve affluence, that we don't deserve abundance, that we don't deserve that money coming into us. And that is why I put this first question. It's like, what is your relationship with money? My God, this green aventurine is boiling right now in my hand, so I'll just put it down. But this hot and cold relationship that you've shared with money, please put it down. And what is the reason do you feel that you share that relationship? What has been your experience with money in the past? How has money treated you? And how have you treated money? So point number 1 is, what is my relationship with money? Point number 2 is, how has my relationship with money been in the past experience? How do I treat money? And 4th is, how does money treat me? So this might bring up a few things within you. Some things might be uncomfortable. Some things might be very stark. They would surprise you probably, that you feel that way about money, because money is ultimately free. We think of money as something outside of ourselves, है ना. हम पैसे कमा रहे हैं, मतलब हम काम कर रहे हैं, and we are pulling in the money to ourselves, which is from the get-go a wrong perception of money. Money is already there within me. Money is energy, and I hold that energy within myself. I am vibing now with the abundance frequency of money. And in that, I'm welcoming more money in my life. I'm open to receiving more money in my life, because I know that I deserve money, and I value money. I cherish money. I pray money. Because कई सारी चीज़ें हैं जो हमको बचपन में सिखाई जाती हैं, and a huge part of it is with regards to our conditioning. हमारे फैमिली में पैसे को लेकर हमें क्या टीचिंग्स दी गई, उस पर फोकस करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. कई लोग इस एक्सरसाइज पे ध्यान नहीं देते हैं, सीधे एफर्मेशंस ठोकना शुरू कर देते हैं, एंड दे फाइंड दैट इट डजंट वर्क. देन दे फील लाइक वेरी फ्रस्ट्रेटेड कि आ क्यों नहीं रहा है पैसा, मैं तो सब कुछ कर रही हूँ, मैं तो मांग रही हूँ, अफर्म कर रही हूँ, बट आप अपनी कोर में नहीं जा रहे हैं, आप अपनी कोर हीलिंग में नहीं उतर रहे हैं. सिंपली टू अफर्म इज ऑल्सो कमिंग फ्रॉम अ प्लेस ऑफ लैक. आई होप यू गाइज रियलाइज दैट, बिकॉज जब हम अफर्म करते हैं, वी टैप इन टू द फीलिंग of that affirmation, not just affirming yes money is coming in, but आप जब यूनिवर्स को बोल रहे हैं पैसा आ रहा है, तो आप यूनिवर्स को इनडायरेक्टली सबकॉन्शियसली बोल रहे हैं कि पैसा नहीं है भाई, तो मैं भीख मांग रही हूँ, आई एम बेगिंग फॉर इट. ठीक है, तो यू सी हाउ ट्रिकी द माइंड इज. एंड ऑल्दो इट्स वेरी ईजी टू वर्क विद योर सबकॉन्शियस माइंड, एट द सेम टाइम इट कैन प्रूव टू बी वेरी चैलेंजिंग, क्योंकि आप इनर वर्क अगर कर रहे हैं तो इन प्रोसेस वो सब एक एक गांठ जो है वो खुलती चली जाएगी. आपके लिए बाधाएं जो आ रही हैं, आप खुद ही के मार्ग में हम अड़चने डालते हैं, with regards to these subconscious blocks or these conditionings that we have been exposed to. Now talking about the conditionings, जैसे पेरेंट्स यूजुअली बोलते हैं ना कि मनी बेटा पेड़ों पे नहीं उगता है ना. यूजुअली हमें सिखाया जाता है बेटा पैसा पेड़ों पे नहीं उगता है, बहुत मेहनत लगती है कमाने में. तो वो पहला कंडीशन है जो आपके माइंड में ग्रोइंग अप एज अ चाइल्ड इट वाज पुट इन के ओ लाइक मनी समथिंग सो लाइक फार बियॉन्ड मी, आई हैव टू सॉर्ट ऑफ लाइक जंप एंड टू फ्लिप बैकवर्ड्स टू अर्न इट. ठीक है, तो पहला नेगेटिव कंडीशनिंग मनी से रिलेटेड ये हुआ कि पैसा पेड़ों पे नहीं उगता. मनी लिटरली ग्रोज ऑन ट्रीज. इट इज़ ऑलरेडी ग्रोइंग ऑन ट्रीज. दैट इज़ वाई सी कितनी सारी चीज़ें, कितने सारे टर्म्स जो हैं मनी के साथ में, दे आर वेरी सिनोनिमस टू एनर्जी. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल in this exercise we must understand that money is equating to energy. Money is energy, and in that, what is energy? Is it abundant? Is it abundantly available? Is it all around you? Yes. Is it abundantly available? Yes. Does it come to you freely? Yes. Does it leave you freely? Yes. But once it leaves you, is it possible to gain that energy, to gain that money once again? Yes, because it's freely available. It's all around you. You know, it comes to you in various directions. So 12. Then there is a negative conditioning that जितनी चादर है उतनी ही पैर पसारने चाहिए. ठीक है. So my advice to you is like, get a new chadar, man. It's like, and I might sound very cocky when I say that, but it is as simple as that. You know, you don't need to shrink your own needs. Just welcome in more money so that you can work around with your needs. कि आपकी नीड्स जो हैं वो डिवाइन हैं उसको फुलफिल करने के लिए. हम क्यों इतना पसीने बहा रहे हैं, हम क्यों इतना रगड़ रहे हैं अपने आप को, जब energy is freely available, money is also freely available. And in that, divine wants us. It's our birthright. Abundance is your primary birthright, and your existence must pay for itself. अगर आप अपने सोल पर्पस से अलाइंड हैं, अगर आप अपनी ट्रू सर्विस में शो अप कर रहे हैं, अगर आप लोगों की मदद कर रहे हैं, भगवान भी देखते हैं, यूनिवर्स भी देखती है कि शी इज़ लाइक दिस पर्सन इज़ एक्चुअली गिविंग आउट एंड शी इज़ लिविंग हर ट्रू सोल पर्पस, एंड इन दैट डिवाइन आपको सपोर्ट भेजेंगे. एंड आप नोटिस करिएगा, इट इज़ मोर देन इनफ. इट इज़ नॉट समथिंग वेरी एग्जॉर्बिटेंट, बट इट इज़ इनफ टू गो बाय. आप ये नोट करिएगा कि यू नो, जब भी आपको मनी की ज़रूरत है, कहीं ना कहीं से आ जाता है पैसा. So you already have that divine support, but it's our own mental blockage that keeps us from money. And of course, जो debts की जब हम बात करते हैं, तो debts are always related to, again, like not being able to fend for yourself, not having enough income, कि आपको एक्सपेंसेस मैनेज करने के लिए आपको किसी से मांगना पड़ रहा है पैसा. सो दैट इज़ अ रियली बिग अलार्म साइन विच आई हैड टू वर्क थ्रू. यू नो, it's a huge red flag that I experienced in my life, because I am the kind of a person who would not buy a packet of 10 rupees biscuits on credit. I would not do that. I would never do that, you know, and I still don't do that, because one of the main teachings that I received from my father was that, beta, never take on a debt. And you know, it's so funny that I eventually came on to make those bad decisions in my life that my father actually warned me against. But it's really funny, you know, universe has a very funny way of working out our issues, you know. तो मेरा issue सामने आया, बहुत स्टार्क तरीके से सामने आया कि पैसा आएगा नहीं, और आएगा तो बहुत जल्दी छूट के चला जाएगा. मेरे पास सेविंग्स नहीं रहती हैं, मेरे पास क्लाइंट्स नहीं आ रहे हैं. और अंदर से आप देखिए, ये सब चीज़ें जो मैं बोल रही हूँ, तो जस्ट पे अटेंशन टू व्हाट इज़ गोइंग ऑन इनसाइड ऑफ यू. एक बहुत ही आपकी एनर्जी जो है वो बहुत ही श्रिंक सा फील करती है कि सब छोटा होता चला जा रहा है, सिकुड़ रहा है. You know, so I just want you to take this moment right here, right now with me. If you can just bring calmness to your body and just breathe in, and you know, that feeling, that shrinking feeling that you're feeling inside of your chest, just see it relax and just see it expand. Just see it expand in all directions. Any money concern that you have in your life right now, just see it right before you. I want you to imagine your relationship with money, and what do you feel about money at this point of time. Do you feel that money is hard to earn? Do you feel that money leaves you? Do you feel that you don't have enough savings? Do you feel that you have a lot of expenses and very little income? Do you feel that you don't have enough work coming in, enough clients coming in? What is the issue that you're experiencing with money right here, right now? I just want you to put it in a box, and in your awareness, just put it right in front of you in that box. Any money issues that you might be experiencing in your life right now, any challenges, any troubles, any debts, any loans, any losses, any thefts that you've experienced with regards to money. I just want you to put all of those issues in a transparent box right in front of you and just close it shut. Just close the lid. Let God take care of that box for you, because you have held that box for far too long. You have clutched on to that box for far too long. I want you to put all of those money issues that you're having, that you're experiencing right now, in that transparent box and just send it to God. That box is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and see it go heavenwards. Send it to God. Allow yourself to free your mind, to free your own body of any issues around money that you might be holding. Now I want you to visualize a beautiful white envelope that is appearing in front of you. It's a long envelope. It's crisp white. Nothing is written on top of it. It is coming closer and closer and closer to you. I want you to grab that envelope, turn it around, and you find that there is a red seal on top of that envelope. And I want you to take a deep breath. Exhale. Take another deep breath. Exhale, relax your shoulders, and to pay gratitude. You have not opened that envelope. That envelope is still in your hand. And I want you to just pay thankfulness, pay gratitude for receiving that envelope from Divine. It is a gift. You don't know what is inside of it. But just feel the joy before opening that envelope. It is a gift from Divine. It is a gift from God. I just want you to hold it close to your heart. Just feel all of the thankfulness, all of the gratefulness for receiving this blessing, for receiving this gift from Divine today. And just feel the feelings. You don't know, you still don't know what is inside. You're trying to guess what is inside this envelope. You're holding it to your chest for a couple of minutes more. Just feeling the immense wave of joy that you're experiencing for this beautiful gift that you received today from Divine, from God. This envelope has come as an answer to your prayers. Now I slowly want you to open your eyes and write down what you find inside of that envelope, okay? Please let me know. I'm going to share this live. I did not know that this is going to turn into a guided meditation session, but whatever you find in that envelope, open it and do mention it in the comments down below what you found inside of that envelope. Okay, I'd love to hear that. Being in elegance is saying, say you get kurti for 1,000, but then you want luxury and take something for 3,000. What about this kind of nature? Yes, so this is spontaneity. It's like you must be aware of your relationship with money. What is it that you're going to buy? Do you really need it? Do I really want this? Do I really need this right now? Is it really important for me? You know, because we are in this consumerist culture right now. When you step out into a mall, their specific hoardings are made in a particular way to paste that luxury on you, to show that you really want this, you need this product. But when you actually step out and be mindful about what you're seeing in front of you, you will almost, like 99% of the time, you will realize you don't need it. You don't require that in your life. In olden days, people used to lead very simple lives, very mindful lives, you know, and they were so much more happier, so much more content, so much more satisfied. So it's not your fault entirely, because the entire consumerist industry is here pushing things in your face, like buy this, buy this, buy this. right? So we constantly feel so small, so little inside. Oh my gosh, I really love this, but I cannot buy this right now, so we feel small, little within ourselves. So please ask yourself, whenever you step out, do I really want this? Do I really need this? Is this item really, really, really calling out to my soul? Only then go ahead and buy it. So that's how a few questions, if we take in a moment, just leave that shop, go 10 shops ahead, and then ask yourself, do I still want that thing? Do I still need that thing? Then if the answer is yes, go back and get it. So like small things, really, really small things, that we can be mindful about our own shopping practice, about our own narrative that we have in our mind with regards to the things that we want to buy. Yeah, I don't like asking for money. It's a very weird feeling, even when I used to ask my parents in the past, during college and school as well. Yes, I relate to that. I'm open and I'm ready to receive divine gifts and abundance. 1222. Beautiful. 1221, moving to 1222. As I open my eyes, I receive 20,000. All the debt is paid and I have enough money to spend on things that I want. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. I love that. So I just want you to hold that envelope close to yourself. Okay, today is like that imaginary envelope. That energy is still there with you. As long as you wish to stay with that feeling, as long as you wish to stay with that envelope, you can actually go ahead and create that envelope if you want. I don't know. I was completely not planning to have this guided session on this live, but I just felt really called to, because right now there might be certain individuals who are struggling financially, who are really looking for a way out of this, and the only way out of the situation is a way inwards, right? So because that abundance frequency is already within us, around us, we simply need to be vibrating with it. We simply need to be in a place of gratitude towards receiving that sum. And the abundant universe will always provide. It has always provided for you, and in future also it's going to provide for you. Your existence pays for itself, right? So in that, simply focus on service, on serving others, on sharing the love that you have, on sharing the light that you hold for yourself. Do not equate everything to a number. Okay, that's also one thing that I'm getting. Do not equate everything to a number. If you have a person who has come to you, is really in need of a reading, just give it to them. If you feel like intuitively, yes, she really needs that guidance, but she doesn't have the money probably to give that back to you, do that and see how that feels. See your experience, what happens next. It's because you were not clinging into that experience of receiving money so tightly. You relaxed around that situation, and you will experience some change coming in. Okay, so all of your narratives around money, try to pay focus, try to pay a deeper mind on them. And a lesson in money is actually a lesson in self-worth, right? How worthy we feel within ourselves. It is only in direct proportion to the money that we are welcoming into our lives, right? So Unnati saying, I'm so glad to know this, so glad, so thankful. I first saw an agreement paper of a house and a chain tied cloth. I kept pulling it and I found a key. Nice. So you can probably meditate on this key also being in elegance. There are certain more answers that are wanting to come to you since you found that key. Right, so thank you so much for joining this live. I really enjoyed it. I hope this helped you. I love you so much. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys around. Bye bye.